Hey guys, welcome to Summer in Fairbrook, the flower shop. This is the full version, and it's very full of reading. I don't know how long my voice will last, but we are going to try and do this in 20 to 24 minute installments and see how far we can go. Now this is a dating sim and a gardening sim kind of game, and I just thought I'd go ahead and do it. So it's full of these four girls. I believe she is a runner. She's your original girlfriend. She's a mature librarian, and she's a flower shop girl. And I think the goal is to get one of these girls to fall in love with you, and it's your choices and your schedule on how to do it. So let's start the game and see how it goes. I dashed down the flight of stairs and out the door, skidding to a halt next to my girlfriend, Jill. You're playing Steve, so here we go. I'm free! The last final of the year is officially over! I raised my arms with a wide grin, celebrating my newfound liberty. She raises an eyebrow at my outburst before sighing and walking down the cement path that cuts a line through our campus. And what if you didn't pass? Oh, come on, don't ruin my fun with all your what-ifs. Face it, Steve, your grades aren't exactly spectacular. Hey, give me a break. All this physics stuff goes right over my head. I jog a few steps to catch up with her before falling into a slower rhythm by her side. You know, if you showed up to class once in a while, maybe it wouldn't be so difficult. Hey, that's what I've got you for, isn't it? Your notes are better than some boring old lecture anyway. You can't keep copying off my notes forever. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. I laugh out loud at my own joke, but she doesn't seem impressed. This isn't a joke, Steve. You have so much potential, but it's like you're just throwing it away. Potential, huh? I think Pops would disagree with you on that one. Jill sighs again. She's been doing that a lot lately. Your father just wants what's best for you. Do we drop the issue, or do we explain what he's really like? Well, she apparently knows him, so let's just drop the issue. I guess so, but he's sure got an odd way of showing it. He's only human. Don't be so hard on him. I guess. But it's hard trying to always live up to his standards, you know? I stare at the blue sky, wishing I could be one of the carefree clouds that drifts along with no destination. It kind of feels like I'll never be good enough for him. You might do better if you actually showed up to class and turned in homework. I chuckle a little bit before grabbing her hand. I guess you have a point. But right now, it's summertime. Fun in the sun, maybe a trip to the beach? That would be nice. I hope I can get some time off from work. Work? You have a job? As a matter of fact, I do. I'll be interning at the Attorney General's office. Sounds important. I think it's a good stepping stone towards getting more involved in politics. Politics? I thought you wanted to be a doctor or something. I thought about it, but I think that I can help a lot more people if I get into government. Ask if she wants to become president, suggest that being a doctor is better, or say, good for you. Ooh, that's not a bad one. That's bad. I'm going to say, ask if she wants to become president. Are you planning on becoming the next president? Hardly. That's too much publicity and not enough substance. I'm going to do something that will make a difference. Too bad. I want to tell everyone that I dated the president. She laughs and pokes my side playfully. If you're looking for stardom, I suggest you look somewhere else. But then I wouldn't have you. I brush aside a strand of hair from her eyes. And your beautiful eyes are stars enough for me. Don't think you're going to get anything with a cheesy line like that. Yes, but you did like it, right? She blushes a little bit. I can see that, can't you? Yeah. Good. Jill stops walking for a moment and looks around with a smile. Oh, wow! What's up? Doesn't this place bring back memories? Our walk through campus has taken us away from the cold cityscape to a small park tucked away from the high buildings. It's hard to believe that a place like this exists in the city. It's also the place where we first met. Yeah, I remember. I was running late for class and you were here, trying to find a quiet place to study. She smiles wistfully, looking at the tall trees and brilliantly colored leaves. When I tripped over you, I thought I had been captured by an angel. I thought I had been attacked by a ruffian. I laugh a bit and give her a peck on the cheek. This place, here in the shade of this tree. Even now, it feels so romantic. Doesn't it? I wrap my arms around Jill, holding her close in an embrace. As I do, I notice two of my classmates, Chelsea and Vanessa, in the distance. The two of them are jogging together through the park. In the summer heat, they've chosen to wear some delightfully fitting clothing. Chelsea's a little more endowed than Vanessa in the chest department, but Vanessa's legs are absolutely incredible. I'm so glad they're wearing shorts and sports bras. Jill pushes me away and looks me in the eye. What are you looking at? Huh? What? Nothing. Really? Yeah. I try to smile at her while looking over her shoulder at the girls. They've decided to take another lap around the park. This time, they're a little slower. It looks like they're really sweating. Chelsea's steps slow down a bit, but she still bounces up and down. And come to think of it, I always see them together. I wonder if they're, you know. Now that would be a nice sight. Steve! I'm brought back to reality by a stinging slap on the face. Oh boy. Ow, ow, ow. What? I know you're looking at those girls. Well, so what if I am? What happened to me being your angel and all that? Listen, babe. You are my angel. I grab Jill by the shoulders, but she pulls away. I just, you know, I'm a guy. I can't help it. Can't or won't? Man, this Steve guy is not a really nice guy. I'm sorry, babe. Really, I am. Chelsea and Vanessa are jogging back in the direction of campus now. I glance over furtively, trying to catch a view of them from behind. Jill doesn't miss a thing. What is wrong with you? What are you talking about? You can't even apologize to me properly without ogling over other girls? I wasn't ogling. Then what do you call that pathetic look in your eyes? I'm a guy, okay? I have needs. Needs, huh? Yeah. Well, you know what? If that's the sort of trash you need, then you'll have to get it without me. What are you talking about? It's over, Steve. What? I'm tired. I'm tired of how lazy you are. How you don't even have any motivation to succeed. I'm tired of how you always look at other women like I'm not enough. I'm tired of how you don't even support me in my ambitions. And I'm tired of always arguing with you. You say that you have needs. Did you ever stop to think that I have needs too? You're never going to shape up. You don't even want to. So, I think it's just best if we go our separate ways. Ooh. Wait, give me a second chance. She turns away from me and walks down the path back to campus. I did give you a second chance, and a third, and a fourth. I'm sorry, Steve. You're out of chances. I look around the park desperately, not even sure what I'm looking for. The bright colors of the trees suddenly seem a lot duller. What? I punched the tree in anger, the tree where we first met. The tree doesn't even budge, but the rough bark scrapes against my fingers. What the hell? My knuckles are bleeding, but I don't care anymore. I don't even care anymore. I really don't care about anything right now. I make it back to my place, but I don't actually remember any of the walk home. My mind feels a bit numb. I mean, I know that we argue once in a while, but what couple doesn't? Throw myself down in a chair and stare at the ceiling mindlessly. Maybe she's right. I really don't have much motivation to do anything these days, but there's nothing that really interests me. I can't help it if I don't want to be a famous doctor or something. What's wrong with just having fun? She's way too uptight about things. But still, if something's important to her, I should probably care too, huh? I don't know. Maybe we should try to patch things up with her as soon as possible. Then again, she's probably still angry. It might be better to let her settle down first. Let's call her now. Better call her now. The sooner the better. I pull out my cell phone and hit her number on speed dial. The phone rings a couple of times, but she doesn't pick up. I guess I should have known that she wouldn't want to talk to me. Her voicemail message clicks on, and I hear a cheery voice asking me to leave a message. I might as well. Hey Jill. It's me, Steve. But you probably knew that. I mean, since you know my voice and all. And my name is on your missed call list. Unless you removed me from your address book. Or blocked me. But you didn't block me because I'm leaving a message. Yeah. What am I doing? Get it together, man. What I mean to say is, well, I know you probably don't want to see me ever again. And that's okay. Well, I mean, it's not okay. But, what I'm trying to say is, I hope that we can at least see each other again. You know, like, as friends and stuff. The phone beeps at me, indicating that I've hit the time limit for a recorded message. I hang up without bothering to see if it sounded any good. I know it didn't, but I'm pretty sure I can't do any better. Did I just ask if we could be friends? Am I such an idiot? It's been a week since Jill broke up with me. I had intended to spend summer vacation with her, so I really don't know what to do right now. The last week, I've mostly been lying around the house doing nothing. I'd planned on today being another lie around and do nothing day. Unfortunately... Stephen! I hear my father's voice coming from the entryway, but I don't bother to look over at him. Stephen, I'm speaking to you! Yes you are. I roll over on my back and stare at the ceiling. To make it quick, as you can see, I'm kind of busy here. This arrived in the mail today. My dad drops an envelope on my stomach. I don't bother to sit up. I rip the side open casually, even though the top has already been neatly sheared open with a letter opener. I pull out the sheet of paper inside and unfold it. Oh, hey, look at that. My grades. You received low marks in every class. Fancy that. A quick scan of the page shows D grades across the board. Would you care to explain? Explain what? You have D's in every single class. I will not allow my son to continue in this pattern of failure. I roll over onto my side so I don't have to look at him. First off, old man, D ain't failing. F is failing. D is for diploma. And secondly, I'm right here. Instead of saying, my son, why don't you use my name or something? Or should I start calling you my pop? I can tell he's seething to himself, but I really don't care. Steven! See? Now that ain't too hard, is it? Steven, I'm sick and tired of your irresponsible attitude. Yeah, save the lecture. I already got it from my now ex. Jill broke up with you? Sure did. Feel free to rub it in. She was the only wise decision you ever made. I'd hoped she would change you. I roll over to look him in the eye. Well, that's just too bad, now isn't it? I smirk at him. It looks like nothing can change me. I wouldn't be too sure about that. Huh? It's his turn to smirk at me. I've made arrangements for you this summer. What are you talking about? You remember your Uncle Sam? You mean the old guy with that cat obsession? Yeah, sure. Isn't he a hermit or something? A farmer. You'll be spending the rest of the summer with him. On his farm. What? You need to learn discipline, Stephen. It'll be good for you. You're just trying to get rid of me. I'm trying to teach you that the world is a lot bigger than just you. Now go pack your things. You have 1 hour. I don't want to. Let's put it this way. In 1 hour, you'll be going up north to stay on your uncle's farm for the summer. Whether or not you bring a change of underwear with you is your decision. I grab a suitcase and begin to toss in random articles of clothing. I briefly contemplate running away, but I don't even know where I'd go. Fine. If he wants to get rid of me, I don't care anymore. I'd rather be off in a podunk little town than stuck all summer with him anyway. I grab my cell phone, wondering if I'll even get reception out there. Jill still hasn't called back. Impulsively, I hit the speed dial button. The phone rings once, twice. Hello? She sounds uncertain, but at least she doesn't sound angry. Jill, did you get my message? Yes, I'm actually impressed that you acted so quickly. Well, you're the only one who's always said that I need to take initiative. A little bit better. You remember? Of course. Why are you calling me? My pops wants to ship me off to some upstate farm. Some farm upstate. I don't know when I'll get to talk to you again. What? I know you're still mad at me, and you have every right. Just, is it okay if I call you? I don't know if I'll be able to survive this summer without you. Silence. Finally, she lets out a long sigh. Fine, you can call, but that doesn't mean anything, okay? Thanks. Steve? Yeah? She pauses for a moment as if she's trying to select her words carefully. Do your best. Do my best? What does that even mean? Right. I hear the heavy footsteps coming down the hallway. Sorry, Joe. Looks like my time's up. The atmosphere in the car is icy at best. The AC is at full blast to combat the California sun, but that's not the cause of the chilly silence. Worried that I might try something funny, my father has insisted on personally delivering me to my uncle's farm. It's been a while since we were this close to each other. Weird, considering we live in the same house. I gaze out the window, boredly flicking at the lock on my door, Is Bordley even a word? Stop that. Why? He glares at the road, but he doesn't respond. I let out a long sigh and turn my head towards him. So? Does Uncle Sam live alone? More like, are there any cute girls on the farm? Why do you want to know? I just do. He used to have a farmhand who lived on the farm with him, but lately things have been really hard on him. I don't think he can afford help anymore. I see. How have things been hard on him? Over the past few years, mega farms with advanced technology have been providing cheaper produce. He still uses some very traditional farming techniques, and he can't really keep up with demand. Where is this farm, anyway? Your Uncle Sam owns a farm in the northern part of Central Valley. It's part of a small community called Fairbrook. Huh. What's in Fairbrook? So what sort of stuff is in Fairbrook? It's been a while since I've been there, but there's some stores and a nice library. Great. A library. How thrilling. It'll be a good chance for you to get out of the house instead of sitting around all day online. Yeah, whatever. What am I going to do at this place anyway? I'm sure you'll find something to occupy your time. Like going to the library? Sounds fantastic. Alright. So what exactly is grown on this farm anyway? Should be nice if he owned a vineyard. Maybe I'll get to try some wine. It depends on the time of year, but I know he grows carrots, cabbage, and peppers at least. Darn, just a bunch of vegetables? What a bust. I may as well stop talking. I don't feel like talking anymore. I stare out the window, watching as the spaces between the tall buildings grows larger and larger. Hours pass, but it all seems like a faint blur. I think I was asleep for most of it. I don't think I could have handled being conscious in the same car as my father for that long anyway. Looking out the window, I see an expanse of orchards extending in all directions. Hours ago, we were zipping along a 7-lane freeway. Now, the car rumbles slowly along a packed dirt road. 7 lanes? Maybe HOV lane in the middle? Around the bend, a large but quaint house comes into view. The car slows to a stop. Here we are. This is it? This is it. The front door of the house opens and an elderly man with a cat draped over his shoulders ambles out. He approaches the side of the car. My father rolls the window down. A blast of warm air rushes into the car. Sam? Michael? Well, here he is. I unbuckle my seatbelt slowly and roll out of the car with a groan. I stretch my arms to the sky and sigh. It feels good to move after sitting still for so long. I open the back door and drag my overstuffed luggage from the back seat. How are you doing these days, Sam? No better and no worse than when we spoke on the phone. There's a phone here? I'll be able to call Jill after all. Don't interrupt. Yeah. So where's my room anyway? It's on the top floor, first door on the left. Great. As I drag my suitcase along the dirt path to the house, I can hear my father and uncle chatting. Thanks for the assist, Michael. I don't know how I'd be able to make it this summer without a farmhand. No problem. Be sure to work him hard. Wait, Farmhand? I dropped my luggage and raced back towards the car. Wait a minute. You never said I was going to be doing work here. My father eyes me with a bit of disdain before turning the key in the ignition. Have a good summer, Stephen. He rolls up his window and drives away. What is this? My uncle turns to me, looking less than pleased with my outburst. Stephen? Steve, my name is Steve. So that's why Michael was so eager to send you here. What are you talking about? That brother of mine has raised a ninny in his own image. Alright, let's see here. Well, I always say, you think he's a ninny? I attempt to hold back a snicker. You think he's a ninny? I mean, he always says that I'm a useless moron, but it's more like the two of you are both explosively stubborn. I'm not... I guess I can see where you're coming from. He chuckles a bit before turning back to the house. You should go to sleep now. I'm sure you've had a long day. I glance up at the sky. Isn't it still evening? You'll be happier for the rest, especially in the morning. What's in the morning? You'll see. That sounds ominous. The cat wrapped around Uncle's shoulders unwinds itself, leaping gracefully to the ground. It prances past me and sniffs at my suitcase, nose twitching curiously. What do you want? Orpheus is just getting to know you. The cat meows at me and disappears into the bushes. You should be kind to her. She can get pretty vicious if you're not careful. Sure. Cats really aren't my thing anyway. And why on earth would you name a girl cat Orpheus anyway? I turn and drag my suitcase unceremoniously up the steps to the house and up to the second floor. I drop the suitcase on the ground and flop onto the bed. Ow! The mattress isn't nearly as soft as I imagined it would have been. It feels more like a rock wrapped in a bedsheet. And it smells weird too. I roll over and I stare at the ceiling. The rough wooden beams are nothing like the spackled plaster of my ceiling back home. This place is going to take some getting used to. What the? Where am I? And on that note, we're going to say that's it for this game. We're going to go ahead and save at empty slot 1. And there we go. It's May 4th at 11:14 p.m. And when we come back next time, we will start off here and have ourselves a tour around Fairbrook, I think it is. So until next time, enjoy playing dating sims. Enjoy playing games. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you like this kind of game. It's something new for me too. As always, it's Exalibur, and I am out.